school dressed every day like highlighters. Freshman year kicked off with our notorious float. Several nights were spent at the fairgrounds, gluing together bits and pieces to pull together an under-the-sea wonder and bonding with one another like never before. We began going to football games, sitting in the student section for the first time ever, and although we were forced to sit in the back, we sure were not quiet. Our first year was the beginning of a long road trip. We were getting a lay of the land, trying out the many clubs, sports, and events available to us. Soon we sped into sophomore year, ready for round 2. And while we were eager to embark on this vital year as underclassmen, I am not sure we all anticipated the winding roads that lie just a few miles ahead. Some of us were getting our first taste of AP classes. What a joy. Despite the difficult adjustment and transition, many of us were still able to celebrate with schmiracles and Voskers galore, as well as good AP Chem scores. And some of us were trying other new classes, honing skills that we never knew could be refined. We soon, however, came across a larger roadblock of COVID-19. And although the pandemic impacted each of us in different ways, I can say with full confidence that we came out to the other side and rose to the occasion, becoming better students, people, and friends.
Although the world felt like it came to a halt, we still sped through junior and senior year like every class that came before us. Zoom quickly took control of the driver's seat in the beginning of our junior year, resulting in early morning wake-ups for some of us, but certainly not all. It was bittersweet to see classmates' faces over Zoom, but inspiring to see that our creative mindsets had never stopped. We made it a point in this online instruction era to bring encouragement to our staff and faculty, as many of us created signs of thank you and appreciation to brighten each other's day from one screen to another. Clearly, we were only sharpening our main 4 points of the SAS compass rather than simply forgetting about them. After going back and forth from virtual to hybrid learning, we were told that prom was not possible. Well, at least a traditional prom. Being one of the most memorable events of our high school years and an unforgettable night for many of our peers across the country, it was our class's responsibility to plan prom and create an alternative dance at our own stadium. We sure did just that. My apologies. Similar to the months prior, it was essential that we began to design our own new normal and make it something that we were proud, yet excited to take on at the same time. Suddenly, before our eyes, we were placed onto the highway of what is senior year. Bonding together at the very start was crucial to lead us to where we are today. As we pulled into the parking lot to secure the first few spots on August 30th, we were chipper, elevated, and optimistic individuals to see what the next 10 months may bring. Together, we enjoyed games, catching up on our summer events, and pancakes as we were greeted by our last first day of high school. Today, we are placed in a new position, the driver's seat. Still on the same highway as August 30th, we now get to make the calls and merge off the exit of our choice. As Rascal Flatts once sang, life is like a road that you travel on. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. In class of 2022, we certainly stood against that darn wind. You see, despite the consistent uncertainty of what each day may bring, we turn the unthinkable into reality. Quite the trend knowing us.
We never viewed the challenges we faced over the last 4 years as disadvantages. In fact, our collective ability to turn challenges into opportunities has been one of our greatest strengths. National Honor Society collected almost 12,000 pounds of canned foods and facilitated 3 blood drives, all while maintaining social distancing and other safety precautions. Clubs like Culture Appreciation Club, Students Against Racism, and Uproar found ways to educate their peers on the importance of diversity, equity, and inclusion within our school community through morning announcements and digital content. Tangible change that has resulted from our eager participation in clubs and service projects. Despite COVID blocking a lot of in-person meetings and other events, shows that the class of 2022 is not all bark and no bite. We have the heart to make a positive difference in our society. I heard the following words at a premiere of Cars 3 5 years ago. Don't fear failure, be afraid of not having the chance. We all have the chance to accomplish amazing things in our lives, and we have proven that we aren't afraid of failure and that we can overcome any obstacle that comes our way. However, we must not forget to cherish the little things that bring fulfillment in our lives. I have no clue what awaits us as we're plunged into the open world, but I guess that's also the beauty of it. Life truly is a highway, and though I'm sure almost all of us have made a wrong turn here and there, we are all going to make it to our unique destinations, whether it be trade school, a university, the military, or simply wherever the wind takes us. However, we would never be where we are today without some very important people who have helped us along the way. To our beloved teachers, thank you for introducing us to imaginary numbers that somehow have letter names, for coercing us into participating in Poetry Out Loud, and for incessantly showing us David S. Plimpton's videos. Looking at you, Mr. Schmier. You have all made the last 4 years enriching, enjoyable, and entertaining, to say the least. To our fearless administrators, thank you for supporting us in the background throughout our entire journey, energetically greeting us with a good morning and a smile as we stalked into the building, even though most of us were too tired to say it back. And to all other SHS staff, thank you for keeping our school running, no matter the magnitude of the physical or technological mess we created. Last, but certainly not least, to all parents and guardians, thank you for always sticking by our side, supporting all of our good decisions and not supporting all of the many not so good decisions that we made. From chaperone to tutor to alarm clock, you've all taken on an innumerable number of roles over the past few years. Please know that we love you, even if we don't always make it obvious.
The true meaning of excellent is to be outstanding or extremely good. I can say with full confidence that the pursuit of excellence has been modeled for us here at Saline Area Schools. Our district is one of the best school districts in the state, from amazing academic, athletic, and arts programs to the wonderful career preparation practices in our CTE programs. Saline is full of opportunities for student success, and I could not be more grateful for everything I have learned along the way. With that being said, thank you Saline Area Schools for an absolutely unforgettable educational experience that will impact all of us for the rest of our lives. One quote that I wanted to share today is from Winston Churchill. Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. I think everyone can remember a time in high school where they failed in some way. Whether it was not making a sports team, getting a 61% on a math test, or losing an election. Failure is the highway to success. If we can embrace what we learn from failure, then we will work harder to reach and exceed our goals. If I would have given up after losing the class president election, not once, but twice, I would not be standing here right now giving the class president speech. But instead of drowning in my failures, I turned them into motivation to work even harder to achieve what I had wanted all along. I know we've all faced failure in our own ways, but I hope that each and every one of those failures has motivated you to work even harder to accomplish everything you desire. With these last few minutes together as a class for the very last time, I wanted to share a song lyric with you all. If you've got a dream, chase it, because a dream won't chase you back. Even when life throws the most unimaginable obstacles at you, just like unexpected construction and traffic on the highway, stay positive and persevere, because you have the power to make all of your dreams come true. With that being said, congratulations on making it here today to receive your high school diploma. At times, it may have felt extra hard or unbearable, maybe even like you were stuck driving in circles. But look where you are right now. Look to your left and look to your right. And be proud of all that you and your classmates have accomplished. And remember all of the memories we've made over the years. If these past few years have taught us anything, it is that life is truly a journey. In class of 2022, it has been my pleasure to represent each and every one of you. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2022. It is now my honor to announce that the time has come to move your tassels from right to left.
And